now.
It's peanut butter Phlox'em time.
Yeah, can you taste that beat?
Stick to the roof of your jam and mind. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop. It's peanut butter Phlox'em time.
Spread it thick, don't let it flop. We're spreading on,
Oh yeah,
we're spreading on. Keep it creamy now. We're spreading on,
oh yeah.
we're spreading on. Keep it creamy now.
Right, what is up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Happy NKFL. Hope it's a happy day. This will be an interesting one. So we're against Alberto Campos. Fantastic player, fantastic Keyforge player, fantastic lineup. I mean, my whole division is good. Like every game I've been playing has been a brawl to get any wins. We were lucky enough to get a win last week. This one could be very tough. Been skimming the decks here. It's really interesting. So we've got 2 Mark of Dis decks, which I don't love. Shadow of Dis also is not great for me. Also have a Winka deck. 1 second, let me get my background music going. There we go. It's not too loud. I feel like it was a little too loud on some of the other ones. So we've got the Winka deck, Wadka. Got some interesting Mark of Dis decks. The other 2 Grim Reminders decks, both scary. I mean, kind of a theme here of Brobnar, Geistoid, Mars. I think all 3 of them are at that. Oh, this one's got the Untamed. But Brobnar, Geistoid, Mars, like, even if it's not doing crazy combo stuff, the Amber generation, the creature control is going to be solid. This one, I'm guessing his name deck has... has the Doctor combo. It doesn't have Zip. Double Mars first, though, with the Doctor can really make that a lot easier to pull off. Doesn't have Artifact control. Has the Soul Vial. Not a ton of capture. So, like, there is an argument for this to be my ban over the Wadka in terms of, like, ban first, because it also has the Crop Circles, which can be scary, especially with Winds of Death. This one's got Crop Circles, Don't Believe Your Eyes, but the rest of the Mars, it's got double target, I guess, and it's got the Island. They're all scary. Like, maybe I get to ban 2 of them, but I also kind of want to ban one of the MM decks, because I just know double Mark of Dis is not going to be great for me either. So it's just, yeah, this is a pretty rough lineup for us to deal with. Also, this Bagat, that's probably just going to sit in the wings, is really scary. Lots more control to it, but it does only have 5.1 creature control, so there is a chance if I get, like, my Woe deck against this one that I can take care of it, or even, like, Esme, maybe. Esme doesn't like dealing with as many creatures, but if I can get a board first against this, I can really deal with what they're putting down. I think it really comes down to between these 2. Both are kind of low on Amber control. This one maybe a little bit less. Oh no, this one is really low. So I might just be able to outrace this one, right? But, like, if they just find a couple mill cards early and then the Winds of Death, like, the game's just kind of over. They got the target to get back either one that they need. And I just don't have... I mean, again, Esme maybe can beat this. I mean, just doesn't want to deal with it. Rag is basically a board wipe once you're haunted. This one has also some mill with the Winds of Death. I don't think I banned this one, even though it's got the Island. It'd be interesting if they ban my my Artifact control deck just for the sake of this one. But, like, the islands in this one doesn't do as much as some other islands I've seen. Like, yeah, it's got BR Geist, but, like, these Cursed Tombs might both be out of the picture by then unless he discards all of them. If he plays any of them, there's a chance I actually just purge some of these. So I think that's a little bit of a... I don't know. It's probably still good, I think. I'm changing game plan. We're going to go with Miguel. Much as I don't like Wadka. Alright, he says he's sweating a little looking at mine, but I feel like... Yeah, so he banned Jaden. That's fair. So we definitely save Pharaoh. I mean, Pharaoh, I think, can outrace both the Vodka and some of these other ones. Pharaoh actually really doesn't want to get matched against this guy. Um, Most of the rest of these, though, like Pharaoh can play basically without playing creatures if I want to, or without keeping creatures on the board, so those Mark of Disses really don't hurt too much. Stefanov. Okay, so save the island. Oh! So now, I can either ban the Vodka or just ignore it. But if I ignore it, then I have 2 decks with full artifact control. And my hope is he probably doesn't play this one until last. So that means I probably, maybe I play Bacho round 2. Because Bacho actually does pretty okay into these also, if I'm looking at this right. The Shadow of Dis I know is a problem for Bacho, but we can maybe actually just hit that or the marks. This has double Imp Spectre, but no Infernus. This one does have the Infernus. Maybe I just plan not to. And maybe he bans Bacho? Does he? Is there any world where he bans Bacho? I think both Esme and Pharaoh can beat this deck. So, I think we ban one of the MMs. Double Bow is annoying. Double Mark, Shadow. This one has more creature control, but less. It's got the Infernus, though. Do I ban for Bacho? The more creature control makes me think I ban this one. I think we do. We're gonna have 2 GR to deal with. He also has to consider banning my artifact control, right? This Untamed just doesn't scare me. This one scares me. I'm gonna go with what I think is just the strongest one here, which is gonna be Newton. I don't know. Bans Esme, all right. So I think Oppenheimer being available means banning Mark of Dis was also the right call there. It's Newton, because Esme also, or Oppenheimer also does not love that. Oppenheimer can probably outrace. Oppenheimer probably is fine with both of these. Doesn't love some of the. Sorry, I keep stopping mid-sentence so I can chat with them on Discord. So what do we start with? I've been starting with Pharaoh. Kind of like that. What does he probably start? I don't know if any of these deal with Pharaoh. Stefanov is probably the best suited just because of the amber control it has. But again, Pharaoh, if I want to, I don't have to play creatures, which turns off so much of this Mars. Let's just do it. I think it's probably the way to go. Try and get a win under our belts and then see if we can really get the right matchup for game 2 or game 3. Let's see. So we'll go. Oh, what's up, Fudgenator? Yeah, I mean the problem is like I built a lot of my stuff for GR, but 3 GRs is still tough. Disruption is also very tough for me. But with the I don't know, with the bans we got, I think we have a shot, so Pharaoh is going strong so far. Let's see. Clovis. Ah, sick. Okay, so gonna try and get the key of win cadet win. We also have actually we have a good answer for that, even though he has artifact control. We have the random curse that no one wants until they're against something like this. So after they would go, we could spot Curse of Spontaneity and just make them dump their whole hand after one. So this is probably the best matchup we would have against this deck. It's still kind of a crapshoot. If they find their stuff early, we might just be shot. Sorry, my voice is really loud. I'm gonna turn that down just a hair. My music also seemed to have turned very quiet. Okay, so this one also has not as much amber control, almost no amber control. So we basically just want to go crazy. I don't think this is the hand to do that with. Yeah. Just get this guy down turn one, and if they don't kill it, we do all kinds of gain some amber. He killed it. That's fine. We can bring it back with Soul Exchange. Didn't get any amber, which is a little sad. So we're just gonna play it a little slow here, which is not great. But I mean, them using the War of the Worlds already is kind of fine, because this deck, I don't care about if I go wide against this deck. That doesn't hurt me, I don't think. This deck has a lot less stuff where he's gonna like make me capture onto my own side. It's basically like the Grabber Jammers and not a ton else. Mehmet, Archive War of the Worlds. Still not generating amber here is a little bit annoying. Yeah, I've lost to them a lot too. I wonder if I ditch the permanent record here. Odds of us getting that right now are pretty low. Just with the way creatures keep getting destroyed, and this is fine too. So now if they actually gain some amber, should be able to steal 4 of it. And then hopefully we draw into some good Untamed. Okay, there's an in here somewhere. Should be able to go to check next turn either way. With the estate sale, as long as they get 2 amber. Let's see what got discarded. Second in here somewhere, so that actually aimed their target. Whoa. That's actually really rough. That is not what they wanted. For sure. Okay, so we are just going to... we're going to hold the generous offer. I'm sad we're getting all of this right off the bat, but if he's not going to gain amber, then not much I can do. So we'll go Equidon. No on the archives. We will generous offer. A Soul Exchange. I should have done the Soul Exchange first. I forget that. Oh well, having him in hand is not a problem. We'll go ahead and get generous offer for 2 more, and we're just gonna discard this one. I need to be going faster than that now. Especially with this stuff in the discard, if I can just go real fast. There's an argument for having held that one, but I didn't think I would. I botched that turn. Is basically what happened. I'm trying to make excuses that there's some plan here, but I definitely should have done that different. Now he gains amber. That's okay. The shopping spree turn is pretty... Oof. Maybe not so fine. Maybe it's okay. We'll let them have the witch for a turn, and then we'll Amber Storm a bunch of stuff next turn. Or no, we won't, because we're going to shopping spree. So you can find that last generous offer. Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself. I definitely botched that turn. Let's go ahead and ditch that. And we don't play the curse here because they want to cycle as fast as possible now. Because I think, let me just double check. They have, I mean, they purge it anyways. But they basically lost most of their ways. They're going to have to Winds of Death just to get the target back. And we've got some nice combos here. See if we can find the second. Amber Storm. Should have like 4 draws. Man, I'm already. I need to be okay with that I messed that up. But I always forget about the weirdness of Soul Exchange. But if I'd have done it beforehand, I would have had to play. It would have killed my guy. Anyways, so I think it was a wash. I still would have ended up with nothing on the board. But I just wouldn't have had that Rebel in hand, so I would have had 1 extra draw if I go the other way. So they got some choices here, deciding whether or not they should play down more creatures. They did see... Ooh, returning Singing Side the hand. Okay, so probably going to put down some... Oh, they got Grim Reaper, huh? No Grim Reaper in this one. It wouldn't just be a Winds of Death here, would it? Maybe it is. That gives me a key if they do that. BR Geist also gets them to check. Ray Brash Grabber. Oh, no. Oh, this will hit the target to get it in here somewhere. Ooh, Archives Junk Restoration. I guess they need that now. So basically they need to find Winds and Winds and Key Abduction more than they need the in here somewheres at this point. Am I banking everything on finding the Amber Storm? Feels a little sketchy. I guess we could hold the Rot Feast. Welcome in, Astron. Yeah, want to watch, but you gotta get ready for work. No worries. I don't know. I think I needed to win this one. It's not over. But I had maybe more of an awkward start than I needed. They had a little bit more creature control. Okay. Problem is we also need to kill this Haunting Witch. So if I don't find it here, what else can I find? Fangtooth doesn't do it. Can I bank everything on that? Don't want to give them another target either. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the Untamed play. No. Oh, we got a low Dawn. That's not bad. Okay, so we didn't get it, which is very unfortunate. We do have 1, 2, so we can just get the low Dawn here, which I think we do. So we will discard low Dawn, hold the Raw Feast, because I think I'm going to need that. But I'm in a bad spot here for sure. They're gonna start digging for the wins. They can archive their target. Maybe that shopping spree was just really the mistake. It's too greedy. When I already had an Amber Storm. It's going Untamed. Do they fight stuff here? Invigorating Shower for Geistoid, maybe? Oh no, they went Mars. Okay, so we got a bunch of Mars coming down. There's no way to ready the Doctor. We have 0 cards left in Equidon too, so yeah, they got the Key Abduction there. Splash Grabber. No, this is a channel I've always had. But welcome. Add 8 Amber too. Yeah, we botched this pretty bad, which is sad. Because we didn't kill that haunting witch either. So what can we do? We can actually stop this key in Equidon. Kill target. Kill Haunting Witch. Bounce a couple other things. Oh no, because we have to reap with him if we want to stop the key. So we just kill target, bounce Haunting Witch. I don't like shuffling these guys back in, but I think that's just where we're at now. So we reap to toss this guy to make him capture 1. We fight him. Generous offer. Wait, they were on 8 Amber. How are they at 6? Oh, the demo. Ugh. Yeah, that is game. Uh, yeah, well, I'm gonna think about this game for a while because I had misplayed that early game. I think we could have won this one. Because yeah, if I hold this Amber Storm instead of doing this dumb shopping spree, I think that was the play that killed me. Maybe playing this just so he has to go back into Untamed too. Because this Mars isn't doing anything now. Capture one, stun one thing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. See if he can stop the key though. He has one more grabber jammer he might have found. Oh no, second grabber jammer's in this card. BR Geist is gone. For the worlds. I don't know what the enhancements are, but yeah, that's frustrating. If I had a key cheat and Untamed, I might have a shot. I just needed this burst earlier. I really needed one creature to survive turn one. So, well, it really was that he didn't gain Amber early on. So I was sitting on those steal cards, but he didn't gain Amber for me to actually steal. So I was just stalled. So what happens if if I don't let him forge there, he just goes Mars and key abductions anyways. Now he doesn't have enough Amber to just do key abduction, right? Key abduction is +9. So there's a good chance it's just the yeah. +8. Needs to be at 13. There's a good chance he just goes back into Untamed, gets the creatures back out, and has it set up for next turn. Because I can't stop that. I mean, I can Fangtooth the Witch. But I'd probably give up my Raw Feast if I take that turn, because it's not worth me holding it anymore. I don't have enough Amber control to finish this game out. Yeah, too much Equidon early. I should have. Oh, going Geistoid. I don't have a way to make them flip their deck either. Hollowed Eve probably stopped my key as well, which is unfortunate. I would like to get to 2 keys here. It's interesting that they're thinning their hand down a little bit. I guess Demo probably comes back out. Yeah, just capture. Actually, if he doesn't play, if he plays Demo, we're in trouble anyways. Because then he starts getting Amber off these dying. Okay, so there's the Scoop Up and a Brash Grabber. So 4 Mars in hand. I know that Mars really gets him amber though. I guess he hasn't found... Oh, does he play winds? No. Has he just not found winds? Is that where we're at? Oh, there's the winds. Okay, never mind. So we get key 2 at least. Yeah. Actually, how high can we make his key cost here? I mean, it's a good deck. It's not the scariest Vodka deck I've ever seen. I think this is totally on, because I don't think I mulliganed either, right? Oh no, I did. Oh no. Does it say on here? I don't think I did. I should have mulliganed. I thought they would gain more amber early on, so I kept a bunch of Equidon stuff, and then he did not gain amber early on. So I lost. Archive is 11 plus 6. So I would have to make key cost. So let's see, that's... Yeah. Yeah, that Untamed turn also. But like, if I wait another turn, that, like, his... I mean, what happened is his Haunting Witch just got enough amber for him to win either way. Like, I had to find a way to deal with that Haunting Witch no matter what. Mars wasn't doing it. Yeah, I mean, all I can do is go Mars here. So play this guy. Left, discard this. Reap. Reap. Check, but key cost is 12 plus 9 is 21, but he's already got 3 amber, 1 4. Oh, he's got 8 in hand too. Yeah, so that's a... Yep. Well, so I didn't really have a way to kill the Witch Fudge. That was kind of the problem. That's why I needed to dig for the Amber Storm. What I shouldn't have done is done that shopping spree when I knew I didn't have any more generous offers left. Like, that shopping spree was not useful. It just dumped cards that I could have kept. But it also looked like I was going to draw into a 2/2/2 hand if I didn't dump those cards. So there's definitely a world where I can win this match, but I have to play better. He also got unlucky on his initial discard that happened. He had discarded both of these and the target, or this one discarded this and the target, which was pretty lucky for me. But the BR guys to get the target back is just, it's just very hard to stop this combo, right? So getting 2 keys against it is still not bad. But yeah, he's got it here. 19 in hand, 3 in the pile. Should be all he needs, so he can just play it. Like, it's funny, if he had gained more amber early in the match, I am probably closer to winning here than I would have been. But because he didn't gain anything, all of that Equidon stuff was just chaining me. I'd have to go back and see. I don't know if you remember, Fudge, if I mulliganed or not. There's got to be a way to tell that on here, right? It says I draw 1, which means I'm at 7. I did draw 1 here. So I did mulligan into that hand, so not much I can do about that then. Because if I draw 1 after I play my turn 1, then that means I was at 5 cards. Yeah, because it doesn't want to tell your opponent until after you've both done it. All right. GG. Oh, he's got the singing scythe too. That's fun. Because he goes down to 18, but he gets the pip, which is 4. Plus 18 is 22. So he's got, yeah, just enough. Or he can World the Worlds first. for a draw. Does he think he's off? I mean, he stops the key either way, but he can just play key abduction here and win. Right? Am I missing something on the math? $19 in hand, plus the amber from the key abduction. I mean, it doesn't matter because I didn't draw anything useful here either. Still don't have... Yeah, there's key abduction. Okay. Keeping up the trend of getting... see, that was not that one. Keeping up my key differential at least, which... Yeah. So this is the question. Do I run Baccio now? Do I even run Baccio against this? We've got... This deck has double Hawks and Grasping Vines. Grasping Vines hurts a lot. I have to hit the Hawks, but he has so little creature control. Do I really care if Baccio goes against this? He's got the Infernus, which isn't fantastic. Team TP is kind of whatever. It's got the key charge too. That deck is scary. Baccio against these though. Animator, double Mark of Dis. Low on creature control, high on creature control, high on creature control, so... So what does he probably play next? This was his save, right? Stefanov. Oh no, Clovis. He just played Stefan. No, he played Clovis. His save was Stefanov. So Stefanov maybe coming next. How does Baccio do against that? Creature control is a problem. Crop circles and don't believe your eyes are a problem. Winds of Death I can hit. Island is a lot harder to hit. Do I have anything that beats that though? So you have for no disruption. This might be Oppenheimer? Can Oppenheimer just outrace this? Probably not. What's Oppenheimer do against these two? Not good. So I don't think we can call Oppenheimer here. Hatterberg. does Hatterberg do against these? It's got the artifact control. Doesn't do great into this. Might do okay into this. No, probably doesn't do good into this. I think it's Bacho. I keep trying it, and we're just gonna make it work one of these times. Okay, and he goes for Clovis. Or Stefanov. Tunnel. Are you saying I did tunnel there, or are you telling me to tunnel, which we've said is not a good strategy? Confused that this is advice, or trying to think through like what makes sense here in terms of what I could end up seeing. Leaving the witch alive. All right, search. Let's go. There we go. This is not a great matchup, but I think my other two decks had more bad matchups, so. And he doesn't have artifact control, right? So Jar hits something. I'm not sure what. Probably Island if he hasn't played it. Distant Void Probers don't make any sense because he can just discard them. Memorialize, maybe, but I'm not worried about his Amber Control as much as me being able to keep up Amber Control. He's not purging stuff. Probably targets, honestly. I think that's an easy mulligan. Line start. Okay, there's our jar. So let's get this figured out. It's probably islands. He can just target the leader. That's such a... No, probably not playing it for another turn. He's got dudes. He's doing the same thing where he's not gaining any amber. Dang it. So maybe we do jar here. Brobnar. Let's just get it down. There's no in here somewhere. Cosmo Visit is annoying. I mean, creature control is annoying too. Is it just Winds? Winds does almost the same thing as... I'm gonna do target. We'll see. I have not... I can always bounce it later. The hope is that he discards the targets, and then if I get... especially since I have Essence Scale, I should be able to get Snudged down to be able to bounce it, hit something else, but also if he plays... yeah. I don't want him to set up any kind of like Mars recursion loop early on, is kind of where I'm at. Shock Herd on Harvest Skimmer, that's fine. Discards a Void Prober. Yeah, those Void Probers are going to be a pain. That's one of the things with Jar, is you can't hit the Void Probers with them. Oh, he fights with Mark. All right. That's fine. So we can kill these guys now with the Logos. I wouldn't mind a chance to do some vandalizing. Nah, let's clean up the board. Sweet. Jar is good. It's very difficult to play into GR just because of like the scrap effects and stuff. And because there's just so many good cards. So like if he plays Island here, he probably doesn't proc it for a couple turns, so it gives me time to find discard the BR Geist. Love to see that. Okay. And that's the other thing, like BR Geist hitting the targets is good value. So I think the targets, I'm still happy with that choice. It's just so much is going to depend on what happens with that island. Okay, Phantasmal Visit, but doesn't get to archive it, which is also fantastic. So we have a totally fine turn here. Go Shadows, drop the bomb, Vandalize, Grabberjammer, Curse Tomb. Grabberjammer, Curse Tomb, and Mating Season. We drop the Grabberjammer, that down. Play this guy on the right. No, we want to do this in other order. So I want to just shuffle any in now. All right, now we need to find Dav. I wonder if it wasn't worth keeping the Brobnar or killing all the Brobnar because I kind of want him to try fighting into Shoulder Id. This EP is going to be an issue. I'll probably just go Shadows again if he doesn't kill too much. Just try and get more on the board. Handcraft for Logos. I would love to Forge and then EP if I could, but... GR does have issues. At this level, I don't mind, especially with bans, I don't mind trying to figure out, like, the puzzle of beating it, because some of these you can beat, and I did pick a lot of my decks with the hope of being able to beat certain GR decks. Okay, Archives Mating Season with Mamet. Oh no, Archives Grabberjammer. Discards Mating Season. Reaps with Webster. Seems like kind of an odd turn here. He just wins right now. He wouldn't have archived that guy. Okay, I'll just go back into Shadows. Handcrafting is not working. It's okay. Nexus is also pretty fun if he drops Island. Try and just blow it up myself. Mars is going to be Distant Void Prober, so probably going to let me capture, or going to capture onto my side. Might just go Dis here to get this stuff down. Make it annoying for him to board clear. Now he's going to play the Grabberjammer. Ooh. Discards Grabberjammer to get haunted and then plays a Don't Believe Your Eyes. That's fair. I think I just go back Shadows here. He just played a decent amount of his Amber control. He can't get those back with target, and we can get the Nexus down, which is a problem for him. And we capture, so we stop the Forge. And we will capture onto himself so that if he tries to Curse Tomb and then blow the board up, the Nexus doesn't get purged. Which, that purge is going to hurt when that comes. Okay, so the hope is we can Forge here and then EP. But I really need to start cycling more. Geistoid again. Could be a wins, but it'll probably be the Curse Tomb because we saw that. We had the chance of discarding it. He's getting a bunch of Amber. Board wipes. Yeah, with the Curse Tomb. So all of this gets purged. And honestly, there are much worse things that could get purged on my end. He is going to get this key for 7 or for 6, which is unfortunate. But being able to EP this right now is pretty huge. So we're just going to do that. Of course, we don't draw into more logos. And we still don't have Davs, so these guys are coming down for not much value. But we are keeping some of our creatures alive that we need alive to win this game. Nice disc follow up here, especially with Bonesaw in hand. We can do some stuff. And that's his wins. And that's one of his Cursed Tombs gone. He's got a lot in Archives, which includes a lot of Brobnar, but he's not Haunted anymore. And that's a mix of, like, Mars. Wait, how did... Oh, his guys got purged. Yeah. So, I mean, Brobnar comes down and does some fighting, but, like, these guys do some good stuff against that. We just need to find the rest of our artifacts now. Like, that is... We need a haul to try and find those artifacts. Ooh. Didn't pull the Archives. Because he's got Shock Herder. That actually makes this interesting. We can kill the brick right now, so... It's got 2 Amber. Drop this. So he'll come in ready if I kill something anyways. So we... Play... Reap, drop, kill. I still have the Stirring Grave coming, so I think I probably just play this guy here. I'd like to get more value, but... Alright, is this going to be another game where 2 of my artifacts are in the bottom 4? They already lost me 1. But we've also got the Snudge here with Anguish and Essence Scale. We're doing okay. The Brobnar turn's going to hurt, but him not having Brick makes it hurt a lot less. Yeah, for sure. Some GR is very fun. I've enjoyed it, but I am having, I will say, probably more fun with Amber Skies. But I think that's just because the set feels like every turn is just like a puzzle you can put together in like 4 different ways. It doesn't always feel like that, but there's a lot of opportunities for that, and I think I just love that. I love the puzzle of Keyforge, and so like what GR brings is annoying in terms of what it does on the like competitive level, but as someone who just wants a challenge, even if I lose against it 90% of the time, I still want to figure out how to beat it. I lost to 1 GR deck in this season. Well, that's because you have AoE counters that are so solid. No! Oh, second Cursed Tomb is just so bad for us. Okay. We bounce that with this. Because he wants that down, but he wants to do a Brobnar turn with it down. He's about to flip. He just flipped his whole deck. So he will not be haunted soon. Is that the right call? These cursed tombs are not good for me. Oh, I don't stop the key if I bounce the cursed tomb. Unless I fight with a Brabble, which also doesn't feel great. I really need that cursed tomb to be gone. Do I just force him to blow stuff up? Problem is my EP is gone, so like I'm running real low on creature control if he doesn't get forced to kill you. I just don't have a Pincerator, of course. 10 cards left. Still missing Davin Pincerator. That's been this deck's issue this whole season. Maybe I just force him to kill my stuff with it down. Because that'll force him to still kill the Brabbles too. Oh no, we do stop him because I blow up one of the Brabbles with the Essence Scale to use this nudge. Okay. Snudge. Anguish. We do purge one of these. Do Brabble first. Give you that back just for fun. Yeah, this is just brutal. This deck relies on Pincerator. It relies on all of its artifacts, which is a problem. Like, I love it because when it gets those artifacts, it is so good. But it's probably too inconsistent to keep going with this level. Really, it's just like I need to find Dav early so that I can get to the other stuff fast enough. I also could have bounced Eaton's Jar there. I don't know, it's worth jarring though. Yeah, so he's just gonna do the same turn here probably. Oh, he's got Soul Vial too. Oh, and the island. He just flipped, so that island's not doing much for him, right? Can't quite tax him because I don't have enough here. Do I just have to play my Logos? No, because then he just goes Brobnar and purges everything I have. I don't know when I played that Logos, though. We are going to Stirring Grave for... Oh, I should have done what I'm going to do first. Yeah, that's messed up. Let's get this guy to at least get us some taxing on the next turn. Okay, so we are going to... we need him to fight there, so we can't bounce him. So let's do that. I don't care if he gets archived. We will reap to bounce that. Reap here. And then essence scale. I don't think this through either. If I leave him on the board, his big Brobnar turn still doesn't have a ton of value. I think that turn's gonna just wipe me anyways. What can I jar here? I mean, all he has is the shock herder, so I could just rejar the shock herder. Oh, and all those distant void probers. Oh, those are so annoying. This is an uphill battle for sure. Yeah. I don't know if I have a better deck into this though. Oppenheimer has the scaling control, but it doesn't have any artifact control. So like the islands is a problem. It was probably the right. Well, no, because it's... I think it probably also has issues with the Curse Tomb. Okay, so there's a Distant Void Prober. They didn't take their archives, though. Oh, there's crop circles for all the amber. Okay, that's what I should have done. Is... Yeah. Lose the game. Question is, has he found Winds of Death yet? Because I could tax him for all 10 here. Or I could stop the key. I still have the Miasma Bomb though, so we might be okay. Let's start digging. No Dav. There's an argument for reverse timing here, but I think I am more incentivized to find Dark Amber Vault. Oh my goodness. Bottom 4 again. 2 of my most important artifacts. Bottom 2. Literally bottom 2. I mean, yeah. It's fine. Game's not over. But this deck has a hard time winning when Dark Amber Vault and Pincerator are the bottom 2 cards of the deck. That is just reality. Okay, so he did purge Shock Herder. So this Brobnar turn, I guess he's got concussive transfers. That'll kill this guy for sure. Earthshaker kills some stuff. And my Umbra bot. Nasty. Oh, I'm just so frustrated with that draw. Oh, Lash Out also will kill some stuff. Oh, this concussive transfer like wipes half my board. Oh, man. I mean, the mistake I made was I should have remembered that the crop circles play was a thing with that archives. I kept thinking it was going to try and do like a fighty turn, and that is just not where we were in the game. I can only even tax for 2. This is miserable. Or for 1. I guess if I take these guys, which maybe that's the play, I just fight the Brick Nasty off, tax him to 8, but then he's at 10 next turn. Yeah, I just lose now. I guess I have the Miasma Bomb for the turn after that. Try and draw into EP. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I have to kill the Brick. Might as well, because his Mars is going to want to Amber control me anyways. This is the exact same thing that happened 2 weeks ago against... Who was that against? Yeah, that was. Because that was the one I lost against Trending Kang. But I actually won game 3, so I was able to come back. But that game, same thing. Goes back into Brobnar. Kills one of those. Concussive transfer again. Why do you keep having them? Well, what makes me so mad is like this deck. I feel like it's been the whole season, honestly. Like even if I go back to my games against Sith, I feel like it was a similar thing where it's just like I know this deck can win these matchups. I think I need to practice matchups like this more so I know what to jar, having that jar that early, and I still think target was probably the right call, but I should have bounced the jar on the turn that I got to use him that second time, so. Okay, so Dav is down. So we actually get... Okay, I actually have to sequence this correctly. We'll play him here, there, steal draw. Look over there on him. Dark Wave, Spike Trap, Insurator, Miasma Bomb. Yep. We've got some draws to try and find the EP, but man, it's so frustrating. Game 3 though. Are we in trouble game 3? Yes. We are in big trouble game 3. I'm gonna think about this match for a while. Yeah, I know, that's the wrong attitude. I'm okay. Like it is not blowout games. I think the fact that that's not happened to any of my matches this season, I'm super happy about. Like these are all incredibly good players and incredibly scary lineups. And this is actually a huge confidence boost to see that I could win some of these. I have things I need to do better. Sometimes luck is also a thing. I'm just tired of luck being maybe more of a thing than it should be. No. He set me up so good for that crop circles. I just was totally missed that. Does he have... He does have a grabber jammer. That's also annoying. He might be able to get enough where I can't even EP him. Discards target. I'm a decent player, Fudge. I still have stuff to learn, obviously. Like, I'm... Especially, like, this level of matchup, I don't play enough. Oh yeah, mating season to 12. And the grabber jammer to stop the key. So that means even if we find EP, we're hitting our own stuff here. And then we're just on the back foot, but that's our only play. Right? I think that's our only play. All I've got is these guys. Try to find Anguish later. Okay. I guess I want to kill him after we find EP, if we find it. Oh, wait. Also need to tax here. So these guys both need to be on the right, and we didn't find it. That's just game. Just for spite. Okay, so we didn't get key 2, which is a bummer. And there's EP, just to taunt us. One card away. uh... Cursed Tombs are another one. There's so many weird cards in GR that hurt this deck in ways that I haven't experienced before. I like normally I'm not super scared of Infernus, but for some reason like the purging, the specific purging that's in GR, so like what is the Grim Reaper, Cursed Tombs, which I just didn't think enough about. But okay, so we're on 1 and 3. That was Stefanov. So now it's double Mark of Dis, Infernus, And Inspector. One Inspector is the only... Is Mark of Dis that much of a problem for... I do have a deck that does the winds crop circles, but I just totally lost sight of it with the other stuff he was doing, so... I don't think crop circles is the right jar hit early on, but once he wins, maybe I should have remembered that. I just needed to forge on that one turn, but the fact that he was able to keep capturing because I was bouncing that thing, yeah. Double Hawks, Exhumes, Evil Eyes, TMTP, Mimicry. Low board control. But PE and Mimicry. I mean, I am in trouble against either of these. Actually, I think Oppenheimer's the call. So, this one has Mimicry, but that's something it probably relies on for creature control outside of the Mustics, which he can exhume or whatever. But that doesn't deal with, like, my worms. So I think if I can get the worms to stick, he actually, like, I get to just scoop up some of these problem creatures. Yeah, he might PE, my TMTP and stuff, but I think... I don't think there's a way Hatterberg has a chance against either of these decks. Because this one, if it mimicries like a Maelstrom, I'm in so much trouble. And this one, it's got enough creature control. So yeah, Oppenheimer's probably the way to go. I think it's still going to be an uphill battle, but it's the better choice. Oh, man. I think about those games. Both 1 and 2, I think were winnable. But it's alright. Oppenheimer. Make sure I actually picked it, because last time, yeah. That. Let's see. Yeah, and he picked Orwell. Okay, so it's them. Not great, but I think, yeah, Hatterberg does not have a good matchup into either of these, so this is probably the better one. Mark of Dis is rough, but I have Amber Control in every house, so I do have a chance of, like, even if he thinks he's sneaking a key by, there's a lot of things I can do. He also doesn't have too much artifact control, so my house cheat artifacts can do a lot, even if he marks me. It'll be rough. I don't think this is a great matchup for me, but I'll just do what we can. Oppenheimer's very fast. Like, it's a, what is it, 30-something Amber, expected Amber deck. It's got a lot of pips. It's got Disruption, 29. It's doing stuff. That is not the hand we want early. That's probably better. I like this because he's probably going to be digging for autoencoder. Umbra can't get marked. Might be able to find like a Grey Rider. Oh, I start. I'm starting. I kind of really like Collector Worm. Does have the Infernus too, so I have to know if... Alright, he's using a Kerzap turn 1. I am totally fine with that. Laying down some dudes, so we will go Shadows here. Just give those back right away with chains. Have fun. No Grey Riders. That's really sad, actually. Grey Rider there would have been really nice. But I think we just start pushing his creature control. Eye of Judgment down is pretty good. Okay, Lost in the Woods is fine. Wards are not good for us. I'll say that right now. We do not have ways of dealing with wards. Good night. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward Mars draw, but I think we just keep pushing, especially now that he's on chains. Oh, it's only one chain. Perhaps only one. Yeah, just gonna get that stuff back down. Oh, this also has skirmish. That's really annoying. Okay, that was a lot of creatures. Oh, do I play Resonator here? I think I do. I've got to find some fighty stuff. And we've got a second Mars Needs Amber. I don't think this will be a great Mars Needs Amber matchup. All the stuff that he's gonna fight with has skirmish. He can stop the key, but he kind of also needs to deal with my board. So if he doesn't, I'm gonna be able to scoop this guy up. This is a combo we can probably hold for a little bit. It doesn't get me a whole lot of Amber from Mars Needs Amber, but it clears a lot of his board if he clears my board. But now we're in a 2-2-2 hand, which is not great. So probably deciding if it's worth or how to stop the key. Probably has several ways to stop the key. This deck has a decent amount of Amber control. I've also got some house cheating. Goes Logos, which is fair. Finds the autoencoder. Discard Cephaloist. Does he have Recursion? He's got a Resurgence. Okay, so that can come back. We gotta be careful of that with steel. We have a lot of steel. Reaps. Do you reap with the bot here? Oh, to play Snarette. It's just the best card you could have found there, I guess. That's cool. Yeah. Right there. Okay. So now I think we go Sanctum and pop Combat Pheromones. To reap with him, to archive himself. And then maybe Mother Gun. Well, no, because I'll be revealing what's in my hand if I Mother Gun with both of these. I need to kill both of these guys is the problem. Oh, but I'll have the sigil down, so I can fight with them myself. So I just need to make sure Maruk is close enough to dead. He's cost 7 though with his Titan, so if I just don't kill that or leave it on a flank... No, because I want to kill this Snurret now. I want to keep pushing my check. And we can also actually purge. Oh, yeah. So we can put Bordan down too. Right, because the only way he gets rid of this is Animator, which is not down. So he has to either kill them, stun them, whatever. Okay, so we are going to fight... Snurret. We will... Do I just reap here? Yeah, I'm fighting. Cloggin, are you happy? Maybe we fight the Demo bot. He's gonna get way too much value from that. It gives him a steal. Puts him back to 6. If we're gonna do that. Okay, so we gotta leave the Demo bot, so we'll just kill something else. We'll fight the bot. I have Judgment to purge your Cephaloid, so you don't get that back. And then pop this. We're actually going to archive the... No, we don't want to archive Derek. Do we archive anything here? Does he have stun? No. He's got mark. Oh, he can mark me. Mark, like, kills me here. I don't care if he marks me into Mars, but marking me into Sanctum is bad. But there's nothing I can do about that because he'll be able to hit this guy. Shoot. Well. That's how it goes. And we only show him the Mars needs Amber, so he doesn't play around. Carpet Phlox'em. Bordan's not the problem. He can mark Marut. So either way, I can't stop. If I want to stop this key, I should have not killed the Snurret, is basically what it comes down to. No, because he gets this Amber back. So he goes to 6 if I get rid of this guy. I should have not killed the Snurret, right? Because this guy has 1 armor, so he can mark it. And he's going dis. That's right. Yeah, there's the mark of this. Question is, if you can't kill these guys, then I can still stop the key in Sanctum. He has Gateway, though. I don't know if you Gateway this board, though. I mean, that definitely hurts me. Second mark of this? Come on. That's right. Seeing both of them early is actually probably fine. He still has the same problem a turn from now. Oof, Obsidian Forge is scary, though. Is that a gateway? He just taxed his own key. I guess he's taxing mine too, but it's fine. I mean, I just killed a Brabble here, right? So he only gets 1 Amber off of it. And then we hit... Does it have Stirring Grave? Yeah. Put the Snurret. Well, we do have the Whistling Darts now, so, and he knows we have the Mars needs Amber. But then I really have to be careful of whether or not I actually want to play the Mars creatures. Or the Shadows creatures. I guess Mac the Knife is... He can be used on any turn. And I can just hit the Ronnie with the Mother Gun. Oh, we're playing with fire, though. Both Mark of Dis being gone is huge at this point in the game. He has not gotten his autoencoder going. It's not always tunneling if I just have a plan. There's got to be a difference, right? I think we have a decent setup for it, and he just discarded Savage Class. And I think he knows my only creature control is the Carpet Phlox'em. Fights Maruk. Okay, so we got rid of one of the damage creatures. Mini Groupthink. It's interesting. And there's the Animator. But that doesn't matter as much anymore. Let's see. I do 3 damage isn't enough to kill there. That doesn't have damage on it yet. He gets a steal there. I think we do the Shadows play. Damage. We don't play Ronnie here though. Hold it for the team TP. I don't know if that got me a lot. Agree to disagree on what? That I should have done the Mars turn there. You told me not to tunnel. It would have only been two Amber plus somewhat of a board clear, but he doesn't have... I'm not tunneling on TMTP. I just know that I don't have... Like, TMTP needs to have a follow-up afterwards, otherwise it doesn't stop the key. And he's close to key 2, and he's got the Obsidian Forge, and he can make a board because I don't have creature control. So, like, I have to actually be pretty on top of him getting this key currently, or just using Obsidian Forge for this key instead of the last key. So there is reasons why I'm thinking through some of this stuff. So there's the Untamed. Might be a fight with Mac to get rid of that. Yeah. Which means the Flume won't die. What is this? Ready, friendly beast creature, yeah. Fight tank, I didn't get a... He has 3 armor on the tank. So I wouldn't get a steal off of tank. Because my creature's only 3 power. Carpet kills him, but I don't get another steal. I was only stealing 2 if I did the Mars Needs Amber that turn. Which he steals 1 back with Damobot. So that's just not enough value. Purges the Collector Worm. That could have been so bad, but that does get rid of one of my targets for Carpet Phlox'em, which is sad. Question is, does he go past check here or not? Plays an Attendant, that's fine. Plays a Pismire, that's also fine. Oh! Fertility Chant was not so fine. And I do not have the TMTP here. We will steal for 3. He gets 1 back, so it's only 2. But we do clear his board at least. Yeah. Unfortunate. Let's see. Still can't kill this thing, unfortunately. So we'll just put it on something that will die. Yeah, and the Inspector is a little bit scary. I mean, I think we're in trouble here. Not seeing these Grey Riders is also kind of brutal. Like, that's a lot of the creature control of this deck. But we still have, like, we have Capture coming. We still have the TMTP and lots of guys that want to steal, and a lot of his board control is gone, but he's almost flipped. I guess he hasn't played Gateway yet, but I don't. He might just discard Gateway at this point. Could be in the archives, I guess. But we can purge a card from his archives if he doesn't be careful. But we have to watch out for the Obsidian Forge now. Yeah, the double mark turn. I mean, we just... I don't know if there's anything we could have done. I had the, like, Maruk on the board and stuff, so... Yeah, it's a Dis and Logos problem because of the animator. And... I mean, that probably is just next turn. Oh, he kills his own QMX there. Okay, we get key 2. And we lose to Animator. Because he can reap for... Yeah, I mean, we can't even stop him reaping. Yeah. Man. I think even losing the Collector Worm... Yeah. It's not great. So this is 1, 2, 3... He needs 1 more Amber. And just having gone a Logos turn, he might not actually have that. So we know QMX comes down. Oh no, he needs 2 more. So there's a small chance we have 1 more turn here to try and clean up this board and stop dumb stuff from happening. I wish this guy had been an Umbra so we could actually do the Grey Rider fight, but he can still kill something. This is too much to protect. Is pretty much worthless now. Oh, and I should have... Oh, it's just a groupthink. So he doesn't want to action groupthink anyways, because that kills his bot. This groupthink does not kill the Yancey gang, but it kills these 2. The question is, even if I get to do this Sanctum turn... Oh, maybe he has the Obsidian Forge anyways. It's logos though. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's only 2 other cards. I don't know if those have. There's another Demo bot. Wow, just fighting off everything, huh? Or I guess actioning. So now we have the same problem, right? Where I can only kill one of his Logos creatures. I do capture. He does not die to groupthink. So we'd have to groupthink and fight. Which means we need to kill the Munchling so he doesn't have any skirmish and his guys die in the fight. Oh, we're just playing this so close. So we'll play Shell, play Albade, Grey Rider on the right, fight. Oh no, we can just kill this guy because then if he groupthinks, he kills his other logo stuff anyways, right? So that doesn't help him. And we survive this fight. And then we will eye to purge Pismire, because he still has Resurgence, right? Yeah. Problem is I'm not getting to check. And now again, even if I can team TP, I don't stop the key, because I don't have any capture on board, so I can't even sigil. So I like have to have a turn to play the shadows and do nothing. Or I just win off of Sanctum. Sigil doesn't capture for anything. This guy doesn't capture, he doesn't capture, he doesn't capture. Oh, I can sigil the... You're not supposed to help me, Cloggin. Come on, let me make my mistakes. I'm recording this though. Like, now I don't want to do that play because I was told it. Which, given time, maybe I would have figured it out. He might just be able to Obsidian Forge and Dis here. Oh yeah. Oh no, because Gateway only gets him... But if this gets him to check, then I just lose. It's fine. What else do I have in shadows? More Umbra. Yeah. Both Margie's Ambers. The pip on the Anguish. Nonsense. And a second Snurret. Yeah, double Mark of Dis. Turn 3? 4? Yeah, that was later on. Trying to make it sound worse than it was. It's their turn. Oh no, it was way in. Yeah. Nothing we can do. Man. I'd have to go back and see I don't know how I set myself up not to get Mark of Dis that turn. Like, I have to play some creatures. Him being able to kill most of my board with the Mark of Dis, though, was the problem. Because that turn, it was like... So what's funny is, I wonder if my other deck would have actually been a better matchup into this. But I think it loses hard to this deck. Or, I don't know. Because he got the creature control. I think it was going to be a hard matchup either way. This is scary though. The Obsidian Forge animator is pretty terrifying. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Atterberg would have done better. Has 3 close games, but bum not to win one because I think 2 of them at least were winnable. That third one's gonna be tough. I think he said he's going to the VT. Is it? Yeah, VT Madrid. See him tear it up there. Be awesome. What else did he have that turn that he was able to kill so much? Was it just the 2 marks because he had the damage pip on there? Oh, mate, did he fight? I don't know. The fertility chant too. Like he did that. He went up to 10 there. If I'd had TMTP that turn, could have been different. But then he just infernuses his own fertility chant to drop me back down probably. Well, good games. Definitely tough stuff, but you know, again, going into the season, I was expecting it to all be more one-sided in favor of my opponents than they've been going. This one really makes me mad. I think I could have done something. They both make me mad, but I'm learning from them, so that's okay. And again, he's a fantastic player. I don't even know if he's... Let's go take a look quick. He might be undefeated in our division anyways, so... Only lost 3 games. So... We got Amber Meaties next. Oh, 4-8. That definitely hurts. Would not have minded being 5-7 there. That makes it sound worse. But I guess a 3-0 makes it look bad real fast. But we played both of these. Lazarus, I know, is going to be really tough too. Amber Meaties probably will too. I played Sith. So we got Hydro, Amber Meaties, and Lazarus left. So, I mean, like, I still could at least maintain my silver. But we'll see. Anyways, I am tired because I've been streaming a lot this weekend. It's been fun, but I need to go get some water, get some food, turn the air conditioning up a little bit maybe because I'm sweating. And yeah, thanks all for hanging out. Clog and Fudginator, Philpeg, not sure if you're still here. Astron, always fun. This will be on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see you all sometime next week. Not sure when I'll be back on now. Maybe next weekend for another live Amber Skies, but just be on the lookout and we'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.